Title: At the airport, my wife said, "Don't walk with me, you'll embarrass me in front of my rich friends." I nod and let her go ahead. But when she came back weeks later, her ride home wasn't me. Start: She didn't look at me when she said it. Her eyes were fixed ahead, on the glass doors sliding open to the world she wanted. "Don't walk with me, you'll embarrass me in front of my rich friends." The words cut, but I nodded, quiet, controlled. I let her walk ahead, dragging her designer suitcase like she belonged to someone else's life already. And in that moment, just a step behind, I knew something had shifted. It wasn't always like this. I remember when she used to reach for my hand in crowded streets, afraid of losing me in the noise. When she used to look at me like I was enough, even when we had nothing. I built everything for us, worked 2 jobs, saved, sacrificed, planned. She said she wanted stability, she said she wanted loyalty, and I gave her both. But loyalty, I learned, is only valued by those who understand its weight. Weeks after she left, she returned from her business trip. I stood by the arrival gate, waiting. Hope still lingered, foolish as it was. She walked out, laughing, not at me, but at the man who carried her bags. A polished man in a tailored suit. He opened the door of a black car, his hand resting on her lower back like he owned her. She didn't see me at first, and when she did, she froze. A flicker of guilt, quick, then gone. Her ride home wasn't me. That was the night I stopped being her husband and started being her reckoning. I didn't scream, didn't confront. I went home, sat in silence, and poured myself a drink. The betrayal burned hotter than the whiskey. But anger without direction is wasted, so I sharpened mine. I watched her patterns, checked bank statements, followed the digital trail she thought was hidden. She was careless. Hotel bills disguised as work expenses, late-night messages that lit up her phone when she thought I was asleep. Every secret she had, I collected. Every lie, I documented. And while she laughed with him in expensive restaurants, I moved money quietly, shifted accounts, froze assets. The house, the cars, the investments, I rewired the future she thought was hers. Divorce could have been simple, but simple was mercy, and she hadn't earned mercy. I made sure every account was tied to me. The business I had built, one she liked to parade as ours, was legally mine alone. She had no idea how deep I had buried the contracts, how carefully I had positioned the signatures. All I needed was time. Time and her arrogance. And arrogance she gave freely. The night came when she waltzed back in, suitcase in hand, smelling of another man's cologne. She didn't even bother to hide it anymore. "I'm leaving," she said, casual, as though she was ending a subscription, not a marriage. "I'll send for my things." I looked at her, calm. "You mean my things?" Confusion flickered in her eyes. I slid a folder across the table, bank records, legal documents, ownership transfers. Each page stripped her down to nothing. Her hand shook when she flipped through the evidence. Her voice cracked. You wouldn't." I already did. Her lover came into the picture soon after, confident, smug. He thought I was the discarded husband, the weak man left behind, until the night I invited them both to dinner. I booked a private room at the most expensive restaurant in the city, the same one she had visited with him behind my back. When they arrived, expecting reconciliation or weakness, I let the waiter deliver the envelope instead of food. Inside, photos, receipts, messages, and the final legal notice of divorce. All property mine, all assets secured. She paled. He looked at her like she had dragged him into quicksand. "I built everything you flaunted," I told her, voice steady. "You tried to erase me. Instead, you erased yourself." Her mask cracked. She reached for him, desperate, but he pulled his hand away. Her rich friends don't admire broken toys. Within weeks, she was gone from the house, gone from the cars, gone from the life she thought she owned. She tried to fight, of course, but evidence doesn't lie. Courts don't bend for crocodile tears. Her lover? He vanished. Men like him don't stand beside women stripped of status. And me? I walked through the same airport she once humiliated me in. But this time, I didn't trail behind. I walked ahead, alone, strong, unembarrassed. Do I miss her? No. I miss the version of myself that believed her love was real. But that man is gone, buried beside the loyalty she discarded. Now I carry only truth, and the satisfaction of knowing justice wasn't spoken. It was delivered. I let her walk ahead once, but in the end, I made sure she was the one left behind.